Okay, so I'm gonna make my own like pink lemonade cake. I've got about half a cup of butter there, and I'm gonna use 5 eggs, room temperature. And you could use, I was gonna use ghee, but I had some leftover butter, or you could use coconut oil. And this is kind of a blended recipe between Sweet Laurel and She Knows Gluten-Free on YouTube, on Google. So here we go. Okay, so now I'm gonna do about 2/3 of a cup of honey, which is crystallized a bit, for my sweetener. And I'll give that another beating. Okay, now I'm gonna do about a cup and a half of the strawberry reduction puree. Sorry, kind of awkward. A little bit of vanilla. I'm using vanilla bean paste, but vanilla's fine, just like a teaspoon. And if you want to make it more pink, you can add, I'm using Watkins, it has no actual food dye in it, food coloring. You can add maybe like, 2 to 5 drops. If I have a cup of milk here, you can use dairy-free, whatever milk you want. I'm using goat's milk, and I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. So now I have a teaspoon of baking powder. I'm going to add 2 of those actually, and 1 baking soda. 2 baking powder, 1 baking soda. And I'm doing half a teaspoon of salt. After your milk and apple cider vinegar is sat for about 5 minutes, that can go in, and it's kind of like buttermilk. 2 cups of my gluten-free powder, and mine has the xanthan gum in it. And then I have 2 cups of almond flour. So I did add another handful of food coloring drops, and I'm actually going to add 1 more half cup, so that makes it 2 cups of the strawberry puree, and I think we'll be done on the batter after that. Okay, so I'm just got a little piece of parchment here, and I coconut oil under it, and I'm going to coconut oil on it as well. Help it stick down, and then just grease it really well so the cake comes up nicely. So I'm just going to split this batter between 2 pans. Okay, so I'm going to pop these in for about 30 to 40 minutes. I'll check them at 30. So here's what I've done. If you want a written list. So these look pretty good. This one cracked a bit. I'm going to actually trim the doming off when I them. So let them cool in the pan for 5 to 10 minutes, and then shift them to the wire rack. Okay, so if you can see, there's this like dome, so when I stack it, that can make it a little bit tipsy. So I'm just going to shave a little bit off the top to make it really level. Plus, that's always fun to eat. Alright, so I'm going to move this guy over. Let me just take a little bit more off here. It's very moist. Put that in here. And I'm going to use a butter knife to spread my icing. I am using lemon buttercream frosting. I actually made this for the last cake I used and froze the leftover, so I just re-whipped it. Thawed it and re-whipped it. So I'm just going to spread this. And then when I serve it, I'm going to use the rest of my strawberry reduction on top of it. And I might sprinkle some rose petals on this to make it pretty. It's not the ideal cake plate, but what I have it will be good because I'm traveling with the cake, and it will be nice and secure for carrying and not sliding around in the van. We had a recyclable fruit flan cake thing I was trying to find, but I couldn't find it. Usually for sheet cake, I flip over the pan, tin foil it, a baking sheet, and that works really good for rectangular sheet cake. But if I was leaving this at home, I'd definitely just do it on a round plate, but too risky in the van. So just going to put the next layer on. And then I will ice again. Slice the lemon like that. I'm calling this pink lemonade, so I thought I'd throw a couple lemons on there. I do have some roses right now, so I could actually, I'm just going to pull the seeds out a little bit. And then give it a half slice. Some roses on there. No, how hard it would be to get these. Maybe I'll just sprinkle it along the edges here. And then gently press it in a bit.